bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Fighting through it, he's got space. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago! Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Fields. And this one's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Fields. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Fields now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off play action. Fields out to his left. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early. And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 44. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On 2nd and 12, Mills gets the dump off to Pierce. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Pierce will try to pick it up. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Off the play fake, Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mills now. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Fields. Man open. That's Byron Pringle complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go play action. Mills. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Here's Mills. Check down to Breida. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down, Mills. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Our first down throw for Mills.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Open man here is Kroll.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Mills.
Rolling to his right.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Mills again.
And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun, here's Mills.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Matthew Adams.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 3rd quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Play fake, Mills.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
Room here to run.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that,
and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mills.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Mills.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
Open man is Howard, the tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Breida, they'll go up the middle.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you,
To watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Off the play fake, Mills. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They run it with Breida. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
On the move to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Off play action, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Fields.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A run between the tackles with Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
throwing. Mills.
That'll be complete to Breida. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Texans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up.
Now that's just one of those head scratchers. You watch that one back on film as a coach, probably say, well, what in the world did we do there?
Yeah, it makes it tough on a coach, doesn't it? When you have to teach him how to keep fighting and breaking tackles versus when to say that's enough. That play is already done.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long. It's Fields. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Mills going to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Into the hands of Pringle.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Able to find Jones. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, Fields.
They'll roll him out right.
He's got Mooney, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Texans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.